difficulty. I wanted to show you today how you can use AI to create rubrics for your assessments that you need to grade by hand. So not automatically grade assignments like multiple choice, true and false, but these are things that you need to get in and read and make sure that students are meeting the performance criteria that you're putting forward. So what I've got up here is an assignment that I'm working on here. It is a profile of an organization that students will be writing about. So these are my guidelines here, and I'll show you what I've done. I have taken my robot and I've done a couple things. First thing I did was, there we go. I told it today, we're a team of English professors and instructional designers. So I set up a role for my robot friend here. Told him what we're doing. We're creating a rubric for an assignment. We're going to complete this task in parts. First, I'm going to give you the assignment guidelines, and you're going to create 5 criteria for the rubric. And I'm going to want you to base these on these things: background and context. There's one. Next criteria is genre. Third is samples from the organization. And my 4th and 5th are formatting and length. And it responded that sounds like an interesting project. Please give the guidelines. And I will create the 4 criteria. So I went ahead and gave it the guidelines here, just like I have in my Blackboard Ultra. And it came up with my criteria performance indicators for this. And I'll show you on a rubric what I mean by this. I do have a rubric already set to go. Let's see. Tell it not to. Let's take a look at some rubrics. I've got one that I've already finished, and this is how I went through the process to do this. So this is the rubric that I ended up with. And it does go over the background and context, goes over the genres as well. It aligns it with the samples and the formatting and the length. So I've already done this task, and it's going to feel similar to this. You can see how robust these performance indicators are for each criteria. There's a lot that this faculty member is going to be using to evaluate whether the students have met the goals for this project. So I'll get rid of that right now. And I'll show you what it gave me after this. So focus on one. It said provide more robust performance levels, because these performance levels are very limited. There's not much there. I want the students to understand why they're getting the grades and the evaluations that they're getting. So it went ahead and actually provided more background for my background and context. It gives me a lot for excellent. Up here, it only gave me 1 sentence for excellent. Now it's giving me 4 total. I told it provide more robust, particularly for the criteria of the background. And then it went in and gave me even more information that I might look for each of these. Next step, I said create it as one item. I wanted to condense these bullets down to 1 block of text so that I could then go and put that in my rubric without having to delete all the bullet points. Didn't quite understand what I was saying. So this is where it's a thinking partner. You're going to have a conversation back and forth with the AI to get it exactly to the degree that you want. So I said condense each performance level bullets to 1 block of text, and then it went ahead and did that for me. Now, what I want to do is compare just a couple of these to see how close I got to my original work. Is my method here reliable? Is it going to give me the same results or pretty close to it over time? So I will go ahead and look at that original rubric again. And let's look at this very first one. Provides comprehensive information about the organization, including the exact location, type of work, number of employees, and relevant history and milestones. Clearly explains the reason for choosing the organization, incorporating personal and professional insights that demonstrate a strong connection or interest, shows a deep understanding of the organization's mission, values, and goals, and how these align to the writer's interest or experiences. Uses precise, engaging, and professional language that captures the reader's interest and provides a vivid picture of the organization. So that's the excellent over here. Here was my original. The background and context selects a comprehensive overview of the organization, including its history, mission, and key functions. So that element is there. The rationale for choosing the organization is articulated. So gives the reason for picking that organization. And the information is well organized and presented in a professional manner, similar to this last one. This had an extra thing here, the type of work, the number of employees, and other pieces of the information that wasn't listed in this original one, but they are very similar. And this is a quick, easy way that you can use to make some awesome, awesome rubrics for your assessments. It took a lot of the work off of me. I could offload this to my robot buddy here. And I did go through and edit these before I went ahead and added these to my rubrics here in Blackboard. But it took me, I could put out about 8 rubrics in an hour with this process, where it used to take me an hour to create an entire rubric from scratch, including creating all the performance indicators. I hope this helps you use AI to develop and design your courses.